So today I'm just going to show you guys a little quick video of what I do to preserve lawnmower decks and clean them up. So first off, we'll start off with a little super clean foaming degreaser. And we'll just, maybe. Wow. So, got a little cold last night. So she's a little frozen. Yep. So I'll go ahead and take and pour a little bit on there. There we go. Just a little bit of something to help break up the grass and all the other debris. Get a little bit on there. Nothing too crazy. Go ahead and put that lid back on. And then I'll grab a putty knife and show you guys what I do to clean it up. But I don't just clean these up. I also like to oil them afterwards. But for someone who's just a homeowner, you're not going to have like a pressurized oil sprayer like I do, or like a lot of shops do. So I'll show you what you can do as a homeowner to prevent your deck from rusting and getting holes. One of the big things is you want to avoid is mowing the grass when it's wet. A lot of the times that's what causes premature wear. Also, if you have a wash port, I mean, yes, they do help clean the deck, but in my opinion, I would not use a wash port. That's just me, though. The underside of your deck gets beat up by grass and rocks and sticks and all that. And you really don't want to introduce any more moisture to it than it already gets from the grass. And a wash port definitely makes it more prone to rusting. But if you do use it, I suggest you oil your deck very frequently with either some sort of lubricant or motor oil. Anything along those lines will work. I'm just going to go ahead and scrape off basically any of the grass that I see to get it cleaned up. Get all the thick stuff off. And then I'll go ahead and show you what I do with the oil. As you can see, this deck was neglected for a while. I had received this from a customer because he couldn't figure out why it wouldn't run. And he said he was done listening to it, and that he was just going to get a new one. So, it's more for me because it's fairly new. Go ahead and scrape everything off up in here too. Once we get the thick stuff, I'll go through and wipe out with a rag the residual crap, and then we'll go from there. As you can see, this blade's pretty rough too. I'm going to go ahead and replace it before I sell this mower. No sense in selling it with a blade like that. It's not very professional to send a used mower deck off with a blade like that when I can replace it with the one I have here. So we're pretty well cleaned up in here. There's a little bit of crap left over up around here. Get all that. Looks pretty good. I'll just take a rag and wipe it out. Maybe. grass down here. Wipe that up. Thick, heavy grass that laid in the bottom. Now I do have a mulch plug for this on another mower that I have to rob and swap over to this. The other one is basically just a parts machine. But I'd say we're pretty well good on that. Now, I just have some Super Tech lubricant. You can get it for a couple dollars at Walmart. It's cheap, easy to use. You can just spray it. You don't want to cake it, but I'm going to get a thin layer of, I'm going to go ahead and go up in here too, just because it's a little crusty. But you just want to get a nice little layer of oil around there. To help prevent it from rusting anymore. And then grass won't stick to the deck as bad either. Well, we got a pretty good layer. And then you can just take the rag again. Probably use a different one since that one's dirty. Take this rag over here. Go ahead and spread it around a little bit. Help it soak in. And also so it doesn't drip and get all over the table, and you're not polluting any more than you have to, because it's going to drip, but you don't want it to sit there and drip all over the ground and in the grass and destroy the earth any more than we already are. But go ahead and wipe it down, get it all smeared in, and we'll probably take another coat and go around again. But just a little bit of stuff that you can do like this will get you that extra life out of your push mower or even your riding mower deck. Go ahead and spray a little bit more. Do it one more time. And get down here. It's also nice too, because when you go to replace parts on this and you've lubricated it well, it's not a pain in the butt to try and get bolts loose that haven't been touched. We'll call that good. We'll wipe it down again. I'm not saying this is going to preserve this thing forever, but it's definitely going to help compared to not doing anything at all. It's better than just letting it rust and rust and rust, because then you'll end up with holes in it, and then you end up with an unsafe piece of machinery at that point when you get holes in your deck. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and wipe it up. Smear it around. But as a basic homeowner, you can just clean the grass off your own deck, spray it down with a little bit of oil, whether it be motor oil, spray lubricant, WD-40, whatever you decide to use. It's your choice, whatever. And it'll extend the life out of your push mower, riding mower deck, whatever. But this is just a short, quick little tip. But thanks guys for watching, and like, subscribe, leave a comment of something else you'd like to see. But thanks. Have a good day.